Yes. Give me a few minutes as we work on our technical issue here. Yes. Can you hear me? We had to do some technical switch ups. I was attempting to go live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram all at the same time, but I've never done that. And the going live on Instagram at the same time through this StreamYard platform is a little challenging. So I'm actually on the phone. And at the same time, we are going through StreamYard to Facebook. Let's come on, I have a few things on the table right now we'd like to discuss. How's everybody doing on this? I think they call this Sunday afternoon. And it's a good day when you can wake up and breathe. You can wake up and look at the sky and have another day. I think that's a very important thing when we talk about what we don't have, is to look at what we do have and be thankful for what we do have. We happen to live in a world where the language is about, usually the language is about discord, the problem. And seldom do we hear about solutions. That's if you're following the mainstream news, the mainstream talk, even in my mainstream feed on the social media. It's usually about some stuff that may not be important for what we're dealing with in our lives. It's a lot of distraction, mass distraction, destruction, but at the same time, everything is connected to its opposite. So at the same time, there's a lot of good things going on. There's a lot of things that we can focus on, like our breath. We have to be thankful for breath. Be thankful that we could be here listening and watching on the internet right now. Be thankful that we have an earth. We are thankful. There are trees, there is snow, there's rain, there's hail, there's storms, but there's sunshine, and there's fresh air and wind. Be thankful that we can see the birds and the ocean. There's a lot of people right now who are going through challenge, who are going through pain, sadness, illness, disruption, separation. We should always take a moment to send out some good energy for those who may not be as fortunate, who may not have what we have. Send out a wave of good energy. Can we do that? Can we do that for those who are challenged? And to be honest, almost all of us are challenged at this moment. 2025 for a lot of us has been challenging. Things have popped up. Situations have appeared at our door that we didn't expect. So if you are a person that prays, if you're a person that meditates, or a person that just imagine things becoming better in our world. Imagine being thankful. Imagine being grateful for things that have not showed up. But being grateful in advance is one of the most powerful types of prayers or meditations that we can create in our own minds. I'm grateful for all of you who have supported the mission here at Elevation and elevationtime.com. Those of you who have been here for the classes, the workshops, and those of you who have invested at our website or donated at our website, we're very grateful. This is what they call the holiday season. And in this season, as the sun is drifting further and further south and the weather is becoming more and more intense in the northern hemisphere, as we move towards winter, only a couple weeks away, time of going inward like the trees, going down into ourselves, finding more balance, more peace, more quiet. That is essential right now. To look back only far enough to see what was good. What was good in this year? What was good for you? Being able to collect the gifts and harvest the things that we have actually collected in this year. What have we learned? What have we seen? Things may have been challenging, but everything is connected to its opposite. We must always remember that. For there to be up, there must be down. For there to be in, there must be out. For there to be good, there must be bad. For there to be a beginning, there must be an ending. Life is what we make it. But challenges will come. Changes will come, shifts will come. There will be times when we'll be way down. And it'll seem like there's no way to get out. But this is temporary. Let's attempt to get out of the mindset of doom and gloom, and gossip and discord, and feed the part of ourselves deep down in our core, the divinity cells. Each one of us has divinity or goodness or peace or harmony deep within us, even though the programming has been telling us otherwise, even though the wave casters and the spin masters have told us that it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. Even though we see disagreeable and the fighting and the wars, there is another side. And it exists within each of us. Take this time, this Sunday, going into Monday, and attempt to be grateful for goodness, for breath. See yourself in a better place. See yourself moving out of this space, the time of victimhood. Realize that the biggest enemy that we'll ever come across is the enemy within us. Our own enemy. That enemy is more powerful than any enemy from outside. The enemy within. That's the one to be conquered. The self-talk that's disagreeable. That's the thing to be conquered. The looking back at the past and talking about how bad it is and all of our transgressions and transfusions. There's another one. Things that we've been involved in. Things we didn't know that we've now learned. This is a time to look at what we've been through only long enough to create what we'd like to create. We've heard a lot about the evildoers, the badness, the ugliness, the deceitfulness, the evil that goes on in the world. But you have to realize that everything is connected to its opposite. Everything is connected to its polar opposite. So don't let your worldview be askewed by thinking that everything is bad. It is not the truth. You see, the spin masters, they're like DJs. They create the mindset of the social condition that you think is real. That mindset keeps us in mediocrity, keeps us fighting, keeps us fighting ourselves, fighting each other. And for those of us who call ourselves teachers, healers, motivational speakers, we have to be careful. Because the ego will have you flying so high that you'll get burned by the heat of the sun. Be more pleasant. Attempt to be more loving and more supportive of other people who you feel that you have to win over. Be careful of getting caught up in the mindset of competition. If you're really good at what you do, there is no competition. No one can ever do what you do. Once you do what you do the way you do what you do, and you stay into your lane and you do your own voodoo, you do, and you get out of who do and what do and why do and get into you do and do your thing and mind your business and business your mind, something happens. Something happens when you begin to birth. When you begin to plant that new seed, something happens. But you must plant that new seed already knowing that that seed is going to birth something good. You have to go into the situation already being in the situation, being the most powerful you that you can be. Use what you have. Maximize the minimum. Don't look at what you don't have. Look at what you do have and use what you do have as a tool to take you into being. You got to be. Then you can do. Then you can have. But it's important to attempt to be as real as you can. Be as focused as you can. Be as steady as you can. Be authentic as you can. Be real. We have to stop throwing shade. Stop listening to the naysayers and the programming that the spin masters are attempting to send. Have to stop going along to get along and fighting. Start supporting. If you've got nothing good to say nothing. But you get caught up in that mindset of competition. You get caught up in that thing where he said, she said. You get caught up in the look of things and how things seem like they are versus how they really are. And how they really are is based on your mindset. We are creating this world. Your mind is creating your reality. Our reality is created by our minds, not by what they tell us is true. What do you feel is true? Where is your truth? When has the system ever supported you and told you the whole truth? You see, the enemy is never going to tell you the real truth of who you are and who we are and who we could be. They're not going to do it. That's an inside job. You must create the heaven out of hell. You yourself must go inside and create order out of chaos. Are you ready to do that? In this season of what they're calling holidays, are you ready to do that? Are you ready, willing, and able to activate the divinity, the realness, the truth, the authenticity inside yourself? Because if you're waiting for somebody else to authorize you, if you need somebody else to tell you that you're good or you're bad, if you're always looking for validation from the outside, you will die on the cross. The crossroads, caught in between this way, that way, up way, down way, because no one is ever really going to know you like you. It's elevation time. It's time to rise. We're going into 2027. Do you know what that means? Okay, it's the Gregorian calendar. I always hear it's the Gregorian calendar. That's not really what it is. I'm talking about the energetic vibration that's happening right now. Moving into 2027, there is an actual agreement amongst people that that's what year it is in parts of the world, okay? So if you go to the Chinese calendar, that is the year of the horse, the fire horse. What is the fire horse? This thing is moving fast, y'all. Have you noticed? Have you noticed how the energy is moving fast? The quicker, when you think about something, think about how quickly it arrives. You think about a person and they call, or you get a letter. You think about something agreeable and it pops up. You think about something disagreeable and it pops up, because we're creating that. But as the earth speeds up, as the atoms speed up, the neutrinos, as the smallest particles that make up this place, this density begins to change and expand as the North Pole begins to change, because the North Pole is no longer the same North Pole. The magnetic North Pole and the physical North Pole, actually, there's no physical North Pole. That was a theory. There's no pole on the top of the earth. It has got to do with magnetism and mindset. It's your mind. It's our minds. It's our collective memory, our collective minds. It is the collective unconscious. And when you have a collective unconscious that is unhappy and feeling bad and feeling like it's the end, then it is the end of that world. A whole lot of people are living in the end times. The end time is the time that you have created in your mind, because time is what? Of your mind. Time is not an actual constant. It has to do with your perception of what time is. So if you say we're living in the end times, you are. And if that's the case, you better get busy being busy, doing what you need to do, minding your business and doing what you need to do now. This is the time to put gifts under your tree. This is the holiday season. So make sure you go to elevationtime.com, elevationtime.com, elevationtime.com. Somebody asked, they said, well, Dr. B, is that banner for a sale good? Yes. Yes, there's a discount code for those. Actually, it's NOVE22 if you're looking for that discount code, if you want to go to Elevation Time and invest in yourself and your health and your mindset. But this is the holiday season. We have to realize that we are the gifts. We are putting the gifts under our trees. We have a very big announcement that we're going to make this week. My highest choice is that you all are ready for this. This is something we've been waiting on. We've been waiting to arrive at this particular point. But we at Elevation, Dr. B and Elevation, have a huge announcement to make coming this week. I'm so excited. So make sure you go to elevationtime.com and get on the email list, get on the newsletter list, sign up today, right now. And also, if you haven't subscribed here at YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow if you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook. Stay tuned, because we are standing on the verge of getting it on. This is the time, y'all. I am so excited. I know I don't normally come on Sundays. This was a last minute thing. I was actually doing some editing and working on this new project, which we're finishing up right now. And I got this feeling like things have shifted. Things have changed. How many of y'all feel like something has shifted and something has changed and something's about to happen? Because you can tell when something good is about to happen, because all of a sudden you get a pull from the opposite. Whenever you begin something new and you set out on a new journey, there's always chaos in the beginning. There's always struggle in the beginning of something new, and something new is on the horizon. We are on the event horizon of something big. So I'll be making that announcement here this week, this coming week. So make sure you go and sign up at elevationtime.com, get on the email list, because you'll get notifications about things that everybody's not going to know. So stay tuned for that. This announcement coming this week, and it's big. Some of y'all know what it is, but some of you have been waiting for this to help free your mind. Also, on the 20th of this month, this is December 2025, in case this, tape lives on, which it will. December 20th, I have been asked to go to Dallas to do an event. And this one here is like, first of all, I've been asked to come to Texas for years, but only one person was able to facilitate it, Brother Roderick Martin. Some of y'all know him. He's the guy who deals with the whole world of aliens and black folks dealing with the alien and UFO situation. We won awards together at the Conscious Awards. Yes, some of you know I was surprisingly chosen to be Spiritual Leader of the Year. I won the award. In fact, you can see it behind me here. Spiritual Leader of the Year at the last, the second annual Forbidden Knowledge Conscious Awards. I'm really grateful for that. We are about to hit a whole nother level. And I'll be talking about that on the 20th in Dallas. If you're near Dallas, or if you've got a plane ticket or a car ride or a donkey ride, or you can energetically make yourself pop up there, go to this event. Also, there will be a virtual, I'll be doing a lecture. Actually, it's two things. It's a lecture and the workshop. The lecture will be The Real Christmas Story Decoded. That's the lecture. Some of y'all say, well, Dr. B, I know about The Real Christmas Story. You talked about that before. I didn't talk about this one because this one is different. Something changed. How many of y'all have noticed that the sky changed? Who out there? Raise your hand. Raise your hand for sure. Whew. I got to drink a little water. Where's my heaven on earth? How many of y'all have noticed that the sky changed? The sun is rising and setting in a different place. The moon was on the opposite side of the sky was that last month? The stars, I was looking for Sirius the other night and I had to turn my head the opposite. I said, wait a minute. The sky changed. Do y'all know about this? While we're worried about what they're saying and what the stars are doing and who got caught up in what and all of that mass distraction and how much drama there is and the war and the fighting and the politics and the whatever's, the sky has changed. Go out tonight. If you can see the stars, if you're used to seeing the stars, you will notice the stars changed. In fact, I have a star chart on my phone and it's flipped. Everything has changed. When did they change the sky? Who's changing it? It's always changing. It's just that we're at a place right now that we have never been. We're at a place in the cosmic arc that we have never been. Can you tell how people are acting and the movements, the way the birds are moving? I saw a flock of geese flying north. Whoa, what are you talking about, Doc? Yes, I saw a flock of geese at this time of year. They're supposed to be going south. They were going north. Well, where is north? What's up? What's down? What's left? What's right? What's wrong? A lot of the things that we knew from the past have changed. A lot of the things that we counted on have changed. A lot of the people that we used to rely on, and the stories and the words, and a lot of those things have changed. They're no longer the factual, actual same thing. Everything is changing all the time. And the one thing that we know about nature is that nature is always in a constant change, and things are never the same. So when folks call me and they say, well, Dr. B, we know about the real Christmas story. Oh, you do? I know the formulation and I know how to find it. Okay, good. I'm telling you, the result has changed. Something has happened on the calendar that has never happened before. The whole thing is twisted. I tell you, something's going on big. Can you feel it? Some of the beliefs that you've had, and some of the ways, and some of the rituals and ceremonies that you used to do, they feel different, don't they? You find yourself waking up on the other side of the bed, having these dreams. How many of y'all are having these dreams? Constant. I'm having one long dream. I'm just able to actually sleep a whole night within the last few days. Actually, in the last month or so, I haven't been able to sleep very well. I've been up and down and in and out because there's a change. A change is going to come. You got to know this. We're going to get deep into this for the next few weeks into the new year. Stay tuned, because there's a lot coming through right now, y'all. And you would like to be there to be able to say, yes, I was a witness. I was part of it. Instead of just being, on the outside looking in, be on the inside. Everything feels different. Everything is different because we're moving into a place, something called home. In fact, the music that you're hearing, this particular track, is one of my original tracks. It's called I Am Home. It's available at elevationtime.com, and it's part of the Medicine Music Collective project. I am home. Home is inside each of us. This December on the 20th, which is a day before the solstice, I'll be sharing some information about the real Christmas story decoded. It is an esoteric, deeply coded story. Some of y'all say, well, why aren't they looking at the camera? I got three cameras I'm looking at. So, the one that's in front of me, I look at mostly, but that's how it is. We look at what's in front of us mostly, but there's some things happening in the periphery that we may not notice. A lot of people, they don't believe. That's okay. We're not trying to convince anybody of anything. Some people just don't know. They're caught up in a system that was given to them by the spin masters. That's okay. We're waiting for it to be on the 6 o'clock news. That's okay. The real true revolution will not be televised. It won't even be on the internet. It's an internal revolution. So on the 20th, Dallas, you can go to my bio, my link tree, and there is a link for the event. I'll be talking about it this week on several platforms. There is a flyer going up. I think there's one right now that just went up on Instagram and also on TikTok. I now have a TikTok. Y'all go check out the TikTok. We're working on TikTok over there. I'm learning TikTok. They keep telling me TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. But TikTok, y'all, is about the clock. So on the 20th, I'll be in Dallas. That's if the cosmos allows it. But that is our goal. We'll also be doing a core access experience after the lecture. There'll be a core access experience lecture in Dallas. A lot of folks have been calling about the core because the core access experience, it's life-changing, life-changing, life-augmenting. And if you don't know, it's a transformational technique that this one helps to tap into your subconscious and deal with issues you didn't even know you had. We gain access to the core of who you are, that programming that's deep inside of you that may be limiting you from achieving higher goals, may be limiting you from reaching peak performance. And this is not just a spiritual thing. This is actual scientific data that we're using to get to this place. This is quantum physics. It's provable that when you access your core, you can change the programming. How many of you would like to change your programming so we can move into this next year, 2020? What's this coming? 2026, which is a gateway to 2027. And if you know about that gateway, it's deep. So I will be seeing most of you either online on the 20th. You can go online. There's an event online and live. So there's going to be a lecture first in the morning. In the afternoon, there will be a core access experience workshop. After that, there will be a VIP dinner where we'll eat together. You can ask questions. And there will be a surprise, something I can't tell you because I can't let the cat out the bag. Where's these sayings come from? Let the cat out the bag. This is some old time stuff. Don't let the cat out the bag. How did cat get in the bag? Have you ever seen a cat in a bag? Who caught a cat and put it in a bag? I don't know if you could put a cat in a bag. But anyway, there's a bunch of sayings and things that we use in this world that we have to let go of and realize that it comes from another world. A lot of habits that we've used in the old world that's not going to work in the new world. And that new world is growing in each of us. The new you, the new we is coming about right now. So it's time to choose. Choose yourself. Choose your breath, your words. Choose whatever it is you would like to create and be grateful in advance. And if you got nothing good to say, it may be best to keep your mouth closed. Stop focusing on other people and what they have. Focus on yourself and what you could be. Find in you the part of you that's beautiful or that's good. Find the healer within. Find the one who can do the alchemy and the transformation that lives deep down inside of you. Be careful because there's a lot of poison being spread, but you don't have to drink the poison. You don't have to take the thing that they're telling you you have to take unless you believe it. And that's okay. Do your own thing. Find your own self. Create your own way. And if you need a little guidance, we're here. And yes, somebody is asking me once again, yes, we're going to do this discount code because actually I didn't put it up on purpose, but it's there. So NOVE22 for a discount of all the products at Elevation. That'll be up we're going to keep that up until Monday at midnight since I put it up. So that's like a surprise even on me. So that's a discount code for elevationtime.com. But for those of you who have been with us, thank you very much, who have learned, and those of you who are sharing and spreading the word and doing the good work. A lot of us who are online are going through a lot. A lot of us who are teachers and leaders, and everything has changed. The financial structure has changed. The politics has changed. The spiritual energy has changed. Everything is changing. We're having to reset. This is the great reset. Things are not the same. So support where you can. So I thank you for supporting us at elevationtime.com. And I support all of those who are out there who are herbalists, who are healers, who are teachers, mothers, fathers, those of you who are caretakers and lovers. Let's do our best. Let's take a breath. Let's learn to breathe and be grateful in advance. Stop waiting for change and become change. Be your best self, at least for a few minutes during the day. Take a break. Watch out for mass distraction. It's a virus. Thank you very much for this time. I just decided to share with you some of the things that were on my mind. Much love to you all. Much respect to you all. And remember, kindness is an inside job. Heaven is an inside job. Love is an inside job. I love you all. Travel light.